How y'all guys doing? My Patriots. Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. Trying to make sure everybody come in. We got a good little show going on tonight. Um, let's get things set up here. Give me 1 second, because this show here is about to be epic. Got a lot to talk about, a lot to say. Might make some people mad. Some people might not even want to be a part of my stream again, but it's got to be said, right? Because if I don't tell you the truth now, then I'm not who I say I am. That's just being 100. So give me 1 second here. Let me get into this joker here. I'm about to mute this. Gotta edit this thing here. I might be streaming the same time my boy's streaming tonight. I don't know. Hold on, guys. This thing is trying to be funny. All right. I want to edit the thumb. Let me edit the thumbnail. Like, dude, what in the world? All right, it's not gonna let me edit the thumbnail. This is stupid. Oh my god, it ain't gonna let me edit the thumbnail. All right. I don't know. I guess it's not gonna let me edit the thumbnail, which is crazy because usually it lets you edit the thumbnail. I don't know why it's not letting me edit the thumbnail tonight, but I'll figure this out. I will figure this out. Man, a lot of people in here coming in slowly but surely. Thank you guys. Showing the love, man. Well, we're going to create the post. I'm not using my other laptop. I'm using my little guy tonight. This little Google Chromebook. So it's a little fishy. Oh man, a little fishy. So hang with me. Okay. All right. And that's it. Okay. We're good to go. I got to take care of. Sorry for the delay. I just want to make sure all my stuff was in a row before we jump into the story. Again, sorry for the delay. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming out tonight. I will try to make sure I fast forward that as soon as I get things chopped down in editing over the weekend. Um, got a lot to talk about. First and foremost, thank y'all for the post that I put up. Uh, the post that I put up was sincerely coming from the bottom of my heart. I got a lot going on in my personal life right now. We in between a move. My kids. Now, when I say my kids are separated, no, I'm not saying that the state came in and took my kids away. What I'm saying is my kids right now are in different location with family until we can get straightened out to move into the new place. So when your 16-year-old that was with you is now in a town over with her cousin because of spacing, and when your baby son, who is 18, that's an adult, is living and chilling with his friends, and when your oldest son has, by the way, got a new job at Amazon. Congratulations to my oldest son. Um, you miss your kids. I mean, it's a natural thing. You miss your kids. You miss their warmth. You miss, hearing their voices. I don't care how old you are as a parent. You always gonna miss your kids. That's a part of life. Yeah, they get on your nerves, but you're gonna miss them. So, just try to cherish the moments. I mean, that's just what it is. But besides all that, I'm doing fine. The channel has been picking up, and I appreciate that. Um, you guys have really made me proud through my toughest moments in my life. Y'all have really came through in the clutch, and I appreciate y'all very much. So again, thank you guys. So anyway, I know y'all didn't come to hear me rumble. We came to talk about the latest issues. First things first, we gotta talk about is this reparations. Guys, I knew this was coming. Okay, hear me out for a minute. I knew this was coming. People have been talking about this for years, right? Reparations, about how black people, black Americans were enslaved. And we went from enslavement to we got freedom, and then we had to go through the Jim Crow era. Down south, yes, a lot of people got lynched, got terrorized, but we persevered. We got our rights to be equal. In fact, we hooked ourselves up with so much opportunity that we started trying to find excuses not to take the opportunities. And fast forward to 2023, this is where we at. Now, I talked to a guy on Twitter today. I'm not going to say his name right now because I don't want to hurt his feelings on stream. But you can follow me at my new Twitter, Roger. Uh, get this down right quick on Roger because I'm growing real quick on Twitter. Put down Joel Davis Media. That's right, on Twitter at Joel Davis Media. I'm at 30 followers. I only had it for about 3 or 4 days now because I lost my access to the other one. So let's see if we can get me to 100 followers by the end of the week. Maybe it looks like I probably will because I'm tweeting on there a lot now, talking about my ideology on a lot of the things that's going on. But I was talking to a guy, and I guess he's pro reparations. He was like telling me that I should not be talking about I don't want reparations. I want to maximize every opportunity. In fact, let me Let me read the tweet what I said because I want to tell you guys what I said. Let me read this tweet to you guys. Okay. When I got this response, I retweeted the Fox News woke ideology. It was saying lawmakers on Dem's $14 trillion reparations demand to address harms since the founding. And I responded underneath that, I don't want reparations. I just want black folks, aka some people, to embrace the opportunities that the civil rights movement provided. Hashtag free thinker. Now, when I wrote this, I got responses back from a woke guy, right? He was saying, well, civil rights ensure one entitlement to participate in the civil and political life of society in the state without discrimination or repression. Embracing the opportunity is BAs needing our reparation for the injustice done to our ancestors caused by shadow slavery. Oh no, DC Irish passed away. What? Man, rest in peace to one of my followers, man. DC Irish, man. Dude was a real one. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. DC Irish, man. Man, rest in peace. He even subscribed to my channel, bro. Oh my, I mean, like, literally became a patriot. He was paying every month. Dude, that is crazy. Man, shout out to D. You know what? Tonight I'm dedicating this stream to DC Irish. I don't know what his family at, but this man followed me. This man believed in me when I ain't had nothing but a few followers. So DC Irish, this stream is dedicated to you. So tonight's stream is dedicated to DC Irish. Rest in peace, DC Irish, bro. I'm dedicating this stream to this man. That's the least I could do. I'm going to do my best to stream this. I can't curse, which I don't know if y'all liking that new version of me because I'm at my adopted mother's house. I'm trying to cut down on it anyway. But again, shout out to my boy, DC Irish. Rest in peace. Now, yeah, exactly, Roger. Y'all did. Now, here's the crazy part. He said everyone should be entitled to reparation. I said everyone should be entitled to reparation that doesn't change the past. I was never a slave and I don't need money from the government for slavery. I have my freedom and my right to be great right now, this moment. That is what's wrong with black folks. Now, we always want free-ish. Now, that's what I said. And then he's talking about I'm using shaming tactics for saying black people want something for free, right? Then he talking about 8 times the government gave white Americans handouts and this, that, and the third. I said, that's great. You know American history, but riddle me this. How is reparation going to solve crime in the black community? Low educational test scores, and not to mention how to generate generational wealth without daddy government giving us continuous guilt money. Us, I'm foundational black American. You are. What? See, that's when I stopped talking to him because I knew right then the guy was an idiot. You didn't answer my question. First and foremost, this is how I debate, and this is how I know whether you're serious about what you're saying or you're talking out of your behind. I just said clearly to you, how is reparations going to solve the current state of the black community, who is having high crime, low test scores, poverty, and not to mention, too, there is no togetherness. How's it going to solve it? You give, it's like, how can I put this? It's like giving a kid, right, free money, right? Let's say you got a kid, a 2-year-old, 1-year-old, and you decide to give that 1-year-old, or let's say a 4-year-old, you decide to give a 4-year-old $50,000. You look at this 4-year-old, you say, hey, I am giving you $50,000. That's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you that. I'll give you $50,000. So you give this to the 4-year-old, you're giving him $50,000. Everybody's happy, you're happy. He's getting $50,000. And then all of a sudden, you expect for this 5-year-old to go out here and make it happen. Riddle me that back, man. How does that work? That's all I'm saying. How does that work? Because to me, you're not going to get any results from that 5-year-old. You know why? Because that 5-year-old don't know the first thing to do with $50,000 because they never had it before. And they're not going to listen that much because their mind is not capable of processing it. So how are you going to tell me that you're going to be able to get a set of people that don't know anything about generational wealth, never want to sit down and learn about generational wealth, to make generational wealth? Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. Everybody wants this reparation, but nobody is talking about the plan. That's all I'm saying. There's no plan. There's no plan. No one is saying I have a plan. Like my boy said, it won't. You're right. It is not. It's not going to solve anything. Because when you look at the reparation situation that everybody's trying to get is $14 trillion, it's just like black folks don't understand what these liberals do to them. They do these things as a pacifier move. Okay, you voted me in. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to give you this free money so you can be able to be relying on me. Okay, you get this money, this $14 trillion. Let's say this 14 trillion ancestry. Let's be nice about it. Let's say it's a payment of 10 grand. You get this 10 stacks from the government, and you ain't never had 10 bands at one time before. Or let's say they may be even extra nice and give you 20 bands. Guess what you gonna do? You gonna blow it. That's what you gonna do. You gonna blow it. Because you're looking at 14 trillion. And I think in all the black American people in the US of A, let me see. How many black people? Let's look at this right now. And they talking about it's supposed to be all ancestry. Hold on. All right. So currently, right now, by demographic, there's 47,200,000 Black Americans in the U.S. So you want to get $14 trillion, right? We got to get the calculator here, guys. We about to have some fun. So we're gonna say 14 trillion. That's what they saying. Okay, that's right there. That's 14 million. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, I need a bigger calculator. Hold on, guys. This is about to be. This is about to be a huge one. Yeah, I gotta calculate this one. All right, so we're talking about 14 trillion. 1, 2, 3. So we have 14 million. 4. Yeah. Okay. Hold on, guys. I gotta do my math. Hold on. I gotta do this right. It's been a minute. Hold on, guys. All right. All right, we have 14 million. Okay. That's 1.4 billion. Okay, we have 1.4 billion. One, two, three. All right, and we're gonna divide that into 47 million people. 47,200. So you're trying to tell me that you're trying to get me. Let me get my math right. That's not gonna work. You want to pay $2 million to every Black person in America? It's not gonna work. That's not gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Two, three, 1, 2, 3. It ain't gonna happen. It's 12 zeros behind it. So I'm gonna try this again. I make sure I'm right. I don't want to tell y'all guys no lie. And I will, in fact, you know what? Let me share this with y'all, man. Let me share this. Let me share this with y'all. Let me share this. Because I think y'all need to see this on the screen, what I'm doing. Because I'm still trying to figure this out. How this is going to make the world a better place. Because I'm sitting here and I can't put it together. All right, so we're going to do 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, let's see if I got this on here. All right, we're going to show this on the screen. I'm about to put myself right here. So I'm doing math, you know, because they try to say that. You remember now, Wokians say that math is racist, but I finna help them out tonight. How math makes sense, because they quick to say that math is racist. So I'm about to help them out. I'm going to make sure they know that math is not racist. It's actually common sense. So we're going to divide this now. Now, remember now, there's 47,200,000 people in the U.S. That's a rough estimate. Okay, so I'm helping them out here because I wanted to make sense to me too. Again, you're telling me that you're going to give me $300,000 a person? $300,000. That's what you're saying. We're going to pass a $14 trillion bill to give each black person $300,000 of reparations. Okay, so you give everybody $300,000, right? Because that's what they want to do. This is what the Wokians are saying. I want to give you $300,000. I want y'all to look at this number real closely. That is almost $300,000. Tell me how $300,000 is going to make the crime rate in the black community decrease if everybody got that kind of money and you got people from all walks of life who do not know how to use the money properly, do not have the right type of thought process. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? I'm going to help you out. What's going to happen? Not only are you looking at, like Roger say, crime is going to increase, but you also going to look at a lot of people that are going to misappropriate the funds, and there will not be any generational wealth developed because you just handed somebody this money. You haven't set up no plan on how to get them to the situation where they know how to generate that. And let's say, for instance, that this 300,000 that you're doing don't go all into a black person's ancestry's hand. Let's say you say that you want to go in the community and set up say-eat programs. What happens every time we set up programs? We fail. Why do we fail, Joel? Because we fail because we still hold on to putting a Band-Aid on a gaping, bleeding wound. Have you ever seen a professional doctor or EMT put a Band-Aid on a shotgun wound? A regular size Band-Aid. The one with the little neosporin on it. I'll wait. You know what it is. No, you have not. You see that they have to take the person to the actual hospital. Surgery has to be performed. Things has to be removed, stitched up, healed. It's a process. Same thing here. This is a process. You cannot put a Band-Aid with a little bit of money to solve the black community's problem. We have said it ourselves. I've said it. AK Nation said it. All of us that preach about Blackistan, you cannot save it. It is unsavable. But you can control it. You can control it by making strict laws and making sure that people get the message. Exactly, Roger. Just say it again, Roger. And Roger, follow me on Twitter, bro. My new one, Joel Davis Media Net. At Joel Davis Media Net. That's the new one. You're right. It's like putting water on a drowning man. You talking about you pouring water on him, talking about you trying to make sure he refreshed. He getting refreshed. He drowning. He getting all the water in his system he can. What you need to be doing, yeah, all one word, at Joel Davis Media Net, and then you should see me pop up. So I mean, this is insane. You know what they say? This is definition of insanity. Now I'm gonna read what this woman's saying now, because it's about to make you laugh. What they say. I'm not gonna read all the article. And I know I spend a lot of time on this reparations subject, but it needs to be addressed because I want people to understand why I, as a Black American, ain't for this. Because it's not intelligent talking. It's not. You want you want to be you want reparations for something that happened to your ancestors. And it's not even guaranteed that your ancestors went through as much as you say they did. You wasn't there in that time. You wasn't there. And here's the thing about it, bro. It's in the past. What, you're not gonna change anything. Hold on for 1 second. All right, I bet y'all. I had to talk to my doctor mom. I may have to go to a little commercial break here to take my little guy out, my dog. But yeah, I'm about to show y'all this article, how they talking about this. Hold on, guys. All right. All right, good, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, and Roger, and put that out there too, so they'll know where I'm at on Twitter, so that way they can follow your boy, because I'm gonna be posting a lot of content, what I feel about certain things. All right, let's go here for a minute. Let me find this reparation. Oh no. Oh Lord. Oh. All right, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me try to find. I'm finna go to commercial break because I gotta take my dog out. Hold on, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm going on commercial break. Give me 1 moment.
Question: which one of these is more dangerous? My friend Rambo here. Or your average wire grill brush. See, every year people go to the ER having swallowed wire bristles hidden in their grilled food. So chuck the wire brush and try a safer, more effective way to clean your grill. CitrusSafe. Spray the citrus-based cleaner on a cool grill. Scrub with the CitrusSafe scrubbing pad and wipe. No wire, no fire, just safe. CitrusSafe.
Why stop in California? The far left's now calling for a nationwide reparations payout. Squad member Cori Bush introducing a bill that would give, are you ready? $14 trillion worth of reparations for black people who are descendants of slaves.
America must provide reparations if we desire a prosperous future for all. 222 million hours of forced labor, which today would be at the value of over $97 trillion. When we can send money abroad to help elsewhere, we have to make sure, because we're talking about helping with things that are happening now when we did not repair what happened before.
I am going to talk to you, Tom Shalhoub.
Oh, yeah.
14 trillion. We're already, what, 33 trillion in debt?
Yeah. Where's Newsom on this? The thing is, he came out strong about the reparations until they started to be a reality. And we haven't heard from him, have we?
He's with Comey somewhere.
Yeah, he's hiding because anybody who's realistic about this knows it's a completely goofy idea. It's off the charts expensive. It's not even a good idea to begin with. So, it's not a budget issue. It's a bad idea. But they're not going to be able to pay for it. They can't pay for all the other stuff that's going on in California. So, no, it's a ridiculous idea. I think Gavin Newsom wanted to propose it so he could run for president, and he thought, oh, they're never going to do anything about it. And now that they are doing something, he does want to run and hide.
You know Congress, Dana. Is this going to get traction in Congress?
I don't care if it does. Because you know what? Politically, this is great for Republicans, right?
Yeah.
Because under the Democrats' logic, one person presented a bill that would have reformed entitlement spending in the future. And that turned into all Republicans want to throw Granny off the cliff and take away your Social Security and Medicare. So I think turnabout is only fair play. So all the Republicans can now say that the Democrats want to do $14 trillion of reparations and just hang it on them. Now, the White House has been very careful to say, this is for Congress to decide. Right. This is for Congress. Do you really think that your base is going to let you get away with that? For how long? And I just would love to see that if Biden were to debate in a primary, which probably won't, but he will have to debate in 2024. This will be a great question for him to have to answer.
And he will say, we will have a commission to study it.
Yeah, and we know how that goes.
Judge Jeanine Pirro,
Yes.
Cori Bush, she's loud. She is, I guess, influential in the squad.
How many is in the squad? 4?
Well, they added a guy.
Oh, okay.
Does he get special privileges, by the way, if you're the only male?
Yeah,
in
he
the
gets to go in
squad?
the ladies' room.
So will this catch fire at all?
No. 70% of Americans are against it. That's number one. Number two, I just listened to Cori Bush, who, by the way, Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib, apparently they voted against the resolution to honor police officers killed in the line of duty. I mean, yeah, they're real Americans. But anyway, she just said, Cori Bush, we need, what was it, $91 trillion so that we can then send the money abroad. Wait a minute. I thought this was to repay you for slavery. Now, a civil war, people dying, that's not enough. We need to get the money to send it abroad for other people. No, this is absurd. What it's doing is it's creating the anticipation, just like Newsom did. He signed the task force. He signed it when it got back. And then he comes back and he actually said, this isn't really all about money. But what they're doing is they're creating division, a possibility of hope that it might happen, and then creating the division of us versus them mentality. We are owed this. And it's ridiculous.
Harold Ford Jr.
So, Judge, I think we all know we have a history of redress in our country. And whether it's a government agency doing something wrong to an American citizen who then is entitled to money. We had it with the Japanese who were interned wrongly during World War II. So we agreed, even when we talked about this with California, I believe, Jess, I want to put words in your mouth, but that there was a harm done through slavery. Now, some of these proposals and plans here, and we shouldn't allow the presenters of this idea to distract us from the reality of what happened, and if indeed we should be thinking about some form of redress on the part of some people. Now, I would agree with Dana, $14 trillion is, or 90, I heard her say 90, I think 97 trillion,
Yeah.
Judge. That's not going to...
90, did you say 97
I think that's
trillion?
what the Congresswoman said.
That's what she wants.
Well, that's the bill say, but whatever the case, we shouldn't let that distract from what we're doing. And these numbers, I'm not certain that that the numbers even arrived at with a mathematical equation that is justifiable. So I hope, as the person that sits in that chair, Tom, most of the time, Greg, and I talked about education and business investment and figuring out ways to get guns out of certain communities where people have more guns and access to things that they really need. Those are the things we should be talking about. And if this conversation is a catalyst for something like that, is an instigation for something like that, then it will be positive. But we should be rest assured we're not going to get to $14 trillion, or for that matter, anywhere close to that. But we should also not deny that there's a history of redress in our country and compensating people for wrongdoing towards them.
Yeah, including the Native Americans, I think.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we can go back a lot.
Right.
How far are we going to go back? That's the question.
I don't know.
We got to go forward now.
Well, history shows that slavery was our original sin, so.
Okay. Earl Ford Jr.
All right, I'm back, guys. Thank y'all for being patient. Sorry for all of the waiting. I didn't mean to have y'all waiting this long, but I'm back now. Okay, like I never left. I will make sure again I edit this and put in the notes on when I got back onto the stream. So let's talk about this now from a real perspective. Now, this squad member, y'all know who I'm talking about, Cori Bush. You don't know who Cori Bush is. Cori Bush has been the most non-effective where is he from? From St. Louis, Missouri, the most inefficient representative from Missouri that we've ever seen. She has not got anything passed, anything major passed since she's been a representative in Washington for the state of Missouri in St. Louis District. She has not done anything wow. She has caused a lot of controversy, her and AOC, like being on the steps talking about people that don't pay their rent who are scheming their landlord on a regular basis. She did that. That was impressive. Then she turned around and then she said that all white people were being straight racist. I mean, you can't make this up. She has not done anything productive. The squad never done anything productive. They've never done anything productive. I mean, like he said, Hakeem Jeffries, all them, Talib, yeah, all these women, these people, they ain't done nothing productive. They have not done anything in Washington for their district. And the only reason they keep getting voted in is because they have literally made a fool of these liberals. These liberals have made a fool and pulled the wool over the eyes of a lot of these people. They've been telling them, hey, you know, this is what we're doing. You know, we're trying to make a difference, all this stuff. And these people fall for it. They fall for it every time. And Roger, you're right. St. Louis is violent. It ain't nothing beautiful about St. Louis. Crime is through the roof. The houses over there is overpriced. Who's going to live in a place where it's overpriced and your crime is through the roof? In fact, at one point, St. Louis was Minneapolis, Minnesota, was running a contest on who could do the most carjackings in a day. They were doing more carjackings than New York, Chicago, and LA. And you know, you got to be really bad in the carjacking game if you outperforming Chicago, because Chicago believe in that carjacking stuff. They were doing more carjackings than Chicago. That's how violent and how crazy it got in St. Louis and Minneapolis, Minnesota, because they almost next door to each other. So you can miss me with that. Real talk, y'all can miss me with that. And now you want reparations. You want $14 trillion. Okay? Think about that. Hold on for a second. All right, think about that. You want $14 trillion. You run around here saying you want $14 trillion. And people are laughing at you right now. And I don't blame them. Well, guess what? It's not going to happen because 70% of all Americans, even black folks, are against it. And then she had the nerve to say, well, really, we need $91 trillion. I want to send the money abroad. Abroad for what? Why are we sending money abroad? See, this is why I tell y'all I don't like these woke folks, because they make no sense. You want to send, hold on for a second here. This woman is basically telling y'all she wants to send $91 trillion abroad. She ain't said nothing about the U.S. She ain't said nothing about the hoods. She said abroad. Why are we sending this abroad? You said this is supposed to be reparations for America, right? Ancestries, right? Then why don't we focus on the U.S. while abroad? Oh, it's getting good. It's getting better, guys. Now, this was going to happen. Let's say they go through with the idea, right? They say, all right, you know what? You're right, Corey. We should go through this. Let's go and push for this big $1 trillion bill of $14 trillion. This is what's going to happen. They go All right. Let's say they go through with this. I want to get my thoughts together while I pause for a minute. So let's say they go through with this, right? Let's say they push the bill. Guess what's going to happen? The same Democratic people, your liberals that support these progressive liberals ideology, guess what's going to happen? They're going to back out of it. They're going to be like, nah, man, this ain't a good time for the economy. We can't find it. Blase, blase. Well, I'm going to help y'all out, though. Y'all can get $14 trillion right now. Or you get some of this money. All black Americans right now can get access to trillions of dollars. You know how you can do that? By maximizing your opportunity in the US of A. That means being self-made, do for self. That's how you do it. Doing for self. That means don't be running around here with your hand out like this, talking about, I deserve this. That's the problem with black folks in the US of A. We always want something for free, and we don't want to put in no work for it. We want to use a guilt trip. Hold on for a second. Especially when we got other things that we should be worrying about. No one's talking about what we can do to save the youth in these crime-ridden cities. No one's talking about why we got 11 and 12-year-old black young kids with guns shooting grown folks. No one's talking about why we have young black men who cannot control their tempers and do some of the most violent crimes against females, elderly, and sometimes children. No one's talking about all this. No one's not even talking about recently now. We have black Americans in Blackistan now talking about they just want to kill a white person just to do it. Like, no one's talking about none of this stuff. They weren't about reparations and has no idea of what they're gonna do with it. Why can't we focus on what I just said, though? Why don't we talk about that? I just did a story where there's a 12-year-old kid right now that's going to get charged as an adult for killing an adult. He killed a man with another set of older teens. He was just long up there with the mastermind. And no one's talking about that. No one's not talking about that crisis. People are too busy talking about this mess. That makes no sense. The 40 acres and a mule, guys, that is old, okay? Listen, you're not getting nothing for free no more. The government is the only thing they're going to give you for free. These liberals is anything that can keep you latched onto them to vote them over and over again, to make you the little guy and them the big guy. That is the only thing they're going to continuously do. That's why they continuously push no fathers being in the home. That's why they keep continuously pushing this woke ideology that women don't need any kind of man in the home. This is why they frown upon the nuclear family. This is why they pushing all this universal health care with no type of situational a solution to where it's going to do the right thing. No, they only worry about Jordan Neely because what happened with Jordan Neely? What was involved, Roger? What was the woke politics? It was a white American male that choked out a black male who was being erratic, threatening other passengers. Not to mention, this man has been arrested 44 times, has a history of not only mental illness, but a history of being violent towards others. But they don't want to talk about that either. They don't want to talk about them 44 times. They don't want to talk about those facts. They don't want to talk about his arrest records. Because when we go through that way, that's when they're saying that we're being racist. We're shaming the victim. They're not shaming no victim. We're preaching facts. Jones, Gary Don, that was my goal of trying to raise money on the streams. Anytime you want to do a rant or on Rumble to donate, that'll be great because that helps out with me being a content creator because content creators, we get paid off for what you guys donate. I mean, just being honest. If you think the stream is good, you think my politics is good, you like what I'm bringing to the table, then you can donate. If you don't like what I'm bringing to the table enough to donate, I'm not going to be upset. Just share my stuff, you know? I mean, that's all I ask. You know what I mean? I mean, as a content creator, I can only ask you. Oh, well, I didn't change it. I had to go back into my settings and change it to the recent goal now. But that's why I haven't had time, Jones. I've been very busy. So that's why it's up there. It was last year. Like I said before, if you want to donate, that's cool. If you don't, it's no big deal. So I don't want to get you flustered or anything. I just wanted to make sure you know what was going on. Yeah, Roger, and they do focus on death, but it has to be a certain narrative. The death has to be a certain narrative. It has to have a white person, preferably a white male, against a black person. This is what it is. All right, so I don't give you about thoughts on that one. Let's move on to the next one. I didn't know this topic was going to be that long, but oh yeah, they'll ignore all the other hand. We're going to talk about, let me see, sure I did that. Let's see if I got everything. Yeah. So we're going to talk about another thing. We're going to talk about wokeness again has hit the mainstream media. This time we're going to talk about wokeness hitting Adidas. Adidas decided to go out here and live their best life, okay? That's right. Adidas decided to take a walk on the edge. Oh, Adidas. Let's show Adidas, guys. Let's show Adidas. So Adidas decided to draw some backlash because they want to start becoming a part of the erasing women movement like the rest of these wokians. Oh, man. Thank you, Jones, Gary Don. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. And yes, I love Axe. Axe was an amazing guy. We were supposed to do a show together. So thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Man, shout out to my boy, man. Shout out to the dude, man. Shout out to Jones, Gary Don, one of the first to do that. Also, Gary, if you like more of my content, join me on Locals too, bro. I got a lot of stuff on Locals. I appreciate you, man. God bless you so much, man. Real talk. You know, that made me a tear in my eye, man. Shout out to Mr. Jones, Gary Don, bro. Shout out to him. $20 on Rumble, bro. That's beautiful, man. Real talk, beautiful. Let's talk to Adidas, man. Adidas. Adidas, baby. They did it. They have decided to join the erasing of women. So this is what they started doing. So Adidas decided to go with a guy from South Africa who is a designer, and yes, he's gender fluid or whatever you want to call him, called Rich Mensah, something like that. And they're releasing some kind of Let Love Be Your Legacy collection and campaign. Now, they said it's supposed to encourage allyship and freedom of expression without bias in all spaces of sport and culture with this campaign with Mensa. Now, in creating this collection, I had a strong impulse to speak to my inner child and express to the world how the LGBTQ plus allyship can create a legacy of love. Yeah. Well, it gets crazier. I'm not finished yet, guys. Unifying these things together through my own visual language and Adina's iconic performance and lifestyle pieces is a powerful combination, making the collection a symbol for self-acceptance and LGBTQ plus advocacy. My hope is this range inspires LGBTQ plus allies to speak up more for the queer people they love and not let them fight for acceptance alone. Oh my God. So here's the thing, guys. This is what pisses me off about this. I understand that everybody wants to end this phobia that they want to say. They always want to say, I want to end LGBTQ plus phobia. Let's talk about the difference between phobia and pushing an agenda. A phobia is like I'm in the workplace. All right. Like let's say, for instance, I'm in a workplace where I could be a EMT or whatever. And someone comes to me and says, the person you sitting beside that looks like a woman isn't a woman. And then I go, that's disgusting. And I just move from the spot that I would sit beside during the meeting or something and go somewhere else. That's transphobia. That's a phobia. That's basically saying I don't like this person to the point that I don't want to be around them. They give me the ooby boobies and all that stuff. Pushing my concept is when I decide that, let's say I live that type of lifestyle and I want to invade everyday products that all Americans use, especially the predominantly traditional American that is from a hetero background. Say Disney. Kids look at Disney. I should not be pushing alphabet soup cartoons to kids that see it at age 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a lot of questions for those kids. I don't need to be doing that. That's disgusting. That's sick. That is basically grooming. I said it. I don't care. Now, in this case here with Adidas, who Adidas mostly buy your shoes? You have a strong ally of hetero men that buy your stuff. Hetero women also buy a lot of your stuff. So you have this type of audience. And you going out here and saying that you think it's okay to parade a man in a product that is for natural women, you're doing what you call erasing women's femininity. That's why Riley, the woman that got attacked when she made her speech at one of the colleges last month, shout out to her, Riley Gaines, is starting to speak out more, and she's saying what a lot of liberal women are scared to say. And they're saying is, listen, I was on board with the alphabet soup women and stuff expressing themselves and wanting to be treated equal, and it was beautiful, it was lovely. But now I don't like it, because now y'all get to the point now y'all trying to take over what women love to do, our duties. You're trying to take over our status. You're trying to make us no longer important. Think about what a lot of these trans women are saying that's getting the full-blown surgery all the way around. They are now starting to say, if you like me or you got feelings for me, it's okay because you're still hetero. No, you're not. I'm sorry. God made you into something and you made the decision to alter it. Just because you alter something does not mean that the original state that it was in never existed. It's just like when you get a car and when you buy it, right? Every car comes with this thing called a Carfax, right? The Carfax talks about everything that car has been through. So if the dealer tries to say that the car is never been wrecked, but you get into this car and all of a sudden you be like, or you go on the Carfax of this car and you see that this car is got frame damage. Guess what that means? That means that car is no longer able to be registered. You can't register the car. The car is messed up. And because of that, that car now is considered to be worthless. It's called a savage title. In a lot of states, it's a savage title. Can't do nothing with it. And a lot of people don't understand that when they get sold a car and they say, oh yeah, by the way, this is a savage title. If you get it, you can't never resell it. You're not get a lot of money for it. It's worthless. Well, that's what you're doing right now to women. That's what you're doing right now to women. You making women feel like they're a salvage title because you're invading their space and you're trying to take on a whole meaning of the word woman. Natural women are, to me, beautiful creatures. Let me tell you why they're beautiful. They're beautiful because they can create life, right? That's right. They can bring life in this world. They can nurture you when you are at your lowest point. A natural woman can get you the type of affection that nobody can give to you, especially if it's your mother. Your mother, no matter what you go through in your life, what you do, 9 times out of 10, your mother has an unconditional love for you. And that's facts. I love you too, Bob. You always got an unconditional love. No matter what you do, your mother always got your back. And you can't find that nowhere else, man. That's just something God put in place. So when you going out here trying to change what God is doing, it ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work, bro. And that's the truth. It really not. It's just like my mom used to tell me and my dad. You cannot put a lipstick on a pig and try to pass it as a beautiful object, because at the end of the day, when it all said and done and that water hits that lipstick off that pig, it's still a pig. Still smelly, it still stinks, it's still bacon ready. So that's why I say these companies, what they're doing is hurting their bottom line. That's all they're doing. They're hurting their bottom line. And that's facts. They are hurting their bottom line. And it's going to continue to be that way until people wake up and realize that this is not the move. Now, this is what's going to happen with Adidas. Adidas is probably going to get boycotted, just like Bud Light's getting boycotted right now. And I wouldn't be surprised if Miller Lite starts getting the same thing too. And then these companies are going to start complaining, trying to do damage control, but it's too late because people are just tired of it. And don't get me wrong, I'm not against anybody's lifestyle, alphabet, whatever. I've been honest with everybody, all my streams. I have a sister that is gay. I have a son that is bisexual. And none of that stuff to me does not bother me. That's their life. I love them dearly. But one thing I can say about both of these people that I've just discussed, they don't try to push their lifestyle on nobody. That's the problem I'm having with these other people out here. They're trying to push something that is not for everybody. It really is. And what's going to happen is going to cause more harm than good. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap up here. I know somebody's going to ask me about, do I know about Ron DeSantis saying that he's going to announce next week about presidential run? Yes, I do know about that. I'm not surprised. We knew it's coming. I just know that him and Trump are going to trade a lot of barbs against each other. In the end, I really wish these two wouldn't do that. I know they're doing it for the sake of trying to get the party riled up and get voters engaged. But to me, it's ridiculous. You both are two great men. One is how can I put this? For the establishment ready because of his outlook and how he deliver his speeches, and another one is blunt, straight to the point, which is 45. So to me personally, I want 45 back in there, but if I can't get him, I would be cool with DeSantis. But them two trading barbs, I'm out on. Just ain't my thing. I think it's just sad and ridiculous. But anyway, guys, please jump in the comment section. Tell me what y'all think about with everything. Again, this show is dedicated to DC Irish. May he rest in peace. His family as well. Let them know that you got my real condolences. I love DC Irish. Again, this man subscribed to me, was paying monthly subscriptions. So, and that's just where I have to be real about it. And Gary Don said, I really wanted Ron to wait 4 years and run after Trump if Trump gets elected. Yeah, I did. I do too, personally. I really wanted him to be running mate with Trump, but unfortunately, Trump do not like Ron. Well, I know why he doesn't care for Ron right now, because in his mind, he felt like Ron has taken his swag and ran with it to the max. But you know what they say, copying somebody's swag, is flattery. Copying is flattery. But in this case, I don't think he's finding it real flattering. So it is what it is. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for spending and hanging out with me for an hour and 16 minutes. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. Everybody on Rumble, again, give Mr. Gary Jones Gary Don the utmost welcome. I'm glad he found my channel. I'm glad he's on Rumble, and I hope that you continue to cause a trend of other people to support on Rumble. You're actually the second person, but the highest donation I've ever gotten on the Rumble channel. So thank you for everything you have done, Mr. Gary Jones Don. God bless you. Real talk. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.